don't believe the naysayers. Kandee Johnson brought it through. Oh my goodness. You guys, I went into Ulta because, I'm like, I gotta. It's Kandee. I got to at least try. It's good. I want Kandee. Kandee Johnson did a palette, and I kind of, I've been watching her so long that I kind of wanted this palette to be, cool, good. I hope that my swatches read because we guys know, you know, I'm I'm balling on a budget and I don't have a lot of the tools that help you to see it as well. But so I just want to tell you that upon swatching it, it was better than I thought it was going to be. Kandee Johnson's palette is the quality of the chocolate bar and the peach palette. It is good. So if you were concerned that Too Faced was going to throw some of that, mediocre holiday palette to us, I believe Kandee Johnson was, you know, with them. She was doing quality control. She went in, she was serious, and she produced a palette that is incredible. I wish more people who did collaborations would have the ability to take that kind of control and make sure that they offer us quality products. So it is a good palette. This is the banana pudding powder. I was really concerned that it would look ashy on me. This has been on 2 hours. It does not have glitter on it. I also swatched some highlighters before this one. I don't notice a strong banana pudding smell. It doesn't smell like candy. I've never used a yellow powder, and I have it swatched right here, not right here. Can you tell a diff? Can you see that little line of demarcation where it starts right in the center there and it goes to there, but there's no banana powder here. And I don't know if I can, it's kind of mattifying maybe, but it definitely doesn't bring, it definitely is nice in that it doesn't show fine lines and wrinkles. My arm looks about the same. These are the foiled colors. As you can see, they are nicely foiled. I'm particularly fond of this coppery color. It's very fiery. It's got a lot of golden in it. And I think that it'd be a great color for darker skinned people like me to use instead of a bright gold. If you notice, that coppery color has a very nice pigmentation. I hope that you are picking up that there is a little bit of glitter in these colors. I did not use anything to foil them. I am also pretty happy with this rose gold color. It is a very rich, pretty deep rose gold because it reads as medium on my dark skin tone. I think that that's great for the winter season. Now, these two colors here, one is a vanilla. I'm sorry about that. One of these is a vanilla and the other is a lilac. The lilac reads as an icy white on me. I'm trying to pull back and show it to you closer so you can see that. But these are really nice. I'd say if you had like that Tarte Make Believe palette, you might have something similar to that lilac and that vanilla, but this rose gold is a very dark rose. It is like a tea rose gold, and I don't think you would have something like that gold and copper. That's a combination of gold and copper. Now let's move on to the bad. What you're seeing here are the 3 swatches of the I guess, the highlighter colors, the one to the colors that are the darker colors. And I'm going to try to focus in here. I really, really like these colors. You see that one? It's a very rosy brown, like a plumish brown color, and I think it will be very well for fall. Then we have like a brown, but the brown again is a very unique gray brown tone, and they're highly pigmented. I'm these are high quality eyeshadows. They are not like some of the Tarte holiday releases. Now here is a satin foil. I'm sorry, it's more of a satiny color. You can see a little bit of sheen on it. Okay, here's a better lighting. So in this better lighting, you can catch the shade of the lighter color, which is a great transition color, you know. And then next to that, there's that apricot color. So the darker color that was blending in my skin is like a peach color. And then you have that apricot color, which is a much brighter orangey color. And then you get to this satin color here, which, as you can see, is much creamier. And finally, this is a dark brown, but it is a cool tone brown. So you have over here like a warmer tone brown, and then over here you have like a cooler tone brown. This is actually supposed to be a black, but it just looks like a very, very dark cool tone brown on my very dark skin. After these 3 highlighter colors, and I figured out what's going on is that the other colors are so highly pigmented that my camera is just neutralizing out these 2 colors here. But I think you can kind of see the vanilla one that's right next to the copper gold. The one that you can't see is kind of a pinky tone. It's a rose tone, and it seems to be blending in with my skin tone. At first I thought that it wasn't pigmented, but I think it might be just a little lighter pigmentation and sheer enough to blend in with your skin tone. But that white pearly one is quite fiery. When I saw Kandee swatch these, I thought that one was going to be a duo color, but I think the only duo colors that I can pick out would be over here. You got the gold, you got the deep mauve gold, and you got the copper gold. So I think these are the duochromes. And this over here is kind of a true blinding white. The rose is blending into my skin. So you see, guys, I'm new to this palette, and so I was looking, I'm like, why is everything so highly pigmented and these aren't? But they're kind of unique colors, so I think this palette, you know, is a pretty good shot. These swatches are a couple of hours old. As you can see, no primer, no Fix Plus, and all of the color is staying on my skin. You can kind of see my hairiness. I didn't shave my arms to do these swatches. I'm sorry about that. So if you see those lines in the swatch, that is where my hair is. My hairs are black, and they are, you know, I'm a hairy woman. So just, you know, understand that that messed with my swatches to some extent. So that's my take on the palette. If I'm trying to, you know, kind of play with my lighting to make sure that I give you the best lighting. I'm really impressed by the foils, the mattes, and the satins. I think those are all beautiful. This is the cream highlighter. As you can see, it's got a substantial amount of glitter in it. It's patchy on my skin. Maybe if you're younger, it'll look better, but if you're a mature person with wrinkles and fine lines, I don't think this would be the best choice for you. I'm not sure. So let me know if you're an older person and you've worn a highlight like this. It catches the light good. It's very fiery. Now I wanted to talk because many of you may be buying this palette online. I just want to do, if you have this palette, then you may not need it. If you have the Make Believe palette, you may not want to get this one unless you want a copper gold or a darker foil than the Make Believe has. Okay? But if you like the lilac color or the white foil or the vanilla foil, you already have that in the Make Believe. These are glittered foiled eyeshadows, perfect for the holiday season. If you have a peach palette, the mattes and the satins in this palette are very similar to the peach palette. So if you have the peach palette, you could get any look that you could get from the mattes and the satins in this palette. But the foils will be the extra, and there are only 4 foils. So if you have a peach palette and you're not into foils, then you're set. If you picked up the matte peach palette, that would be 50% of the colors in this palette. Okay? And I haven't swatched the matte peach palette, so I don't know if it had what the quality difference is. Now, as far as the light highlighter colors, there are 2 in this palette that kind of look sheer on me. I need to play around with them. It might just be that they kind of read close to my skin tone, but Too Faced is famous for giving us a whole bunch of really, really light colors. But you'll see the swatches. I must admit I had a hard time getting a good recording of the 3 highlighter colors, because 2 of them were blending into my skin tone, and I was just not getting I think sometimes because the other colors are so pigmented and dense pigment, my recording was just completely blanking out the two of the lighter colors in the palette and making it look like there's nothing on my skin. I must admit I wasn't as impressed with those swatches, but I think they were a little bit better than what my camera displays. I tried, so that's why you'll see a couple of different copies of that, because I was just trying to give you a fair representation. God bless you and keep you. Until we meet again, Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you. And I love you with all the Jesus in me.